Here we are again, W210 chassis, Mercedes, rear subframe bushings removal. As you see, I was finally able to change all of them, rear ones, front ones, and I want to show you how you can tackle this job. It's a little difficult, honestly. You need an helper, you need all the tools that you usually have around. So the goal, in my opinion, is to be able to remove these bushings without spending a lot of money for some exotic special Mercedes tools. And in my opinion, you can arrange in a very cheap way, like this one. I use a plate of metal. This is 8 millimeters, okay, thickness. This one in particular is 10 centimeters for 10 centimeters. And as you see, I use some common nuts and bolts just to press in and out. Okay, and what is important, perhaps you already know, there is a metal frame, external metal frame, then there are some plastic, rubber, parts in the middle, and then you have the center metal holes. So you cannot press inside, okay, on the internal hole. You need to press on the external frame that you have here behind the rubber part. Okay, so you need to press using this part of a bushing, and you can offer, like you see here, in this very simple way. So you put thread bar, okay, I use M12 iron bar, and this is an hole is 14 millimeters, but something more than 12 is okay. And so you need also another plate. This one is a little bigger, 8 millimeter thick, is 12 centimeters for 12 centimeters. I put here. And what is important here, as you see, some part of the bushing are protruding, okay? So you need to use something like this. You put on the 4 different locations just to arrange in a way in which the plate is not touching the frame, but is a pair of centimeters higher or something less, 1 centimeter, okay? In this way you can use 2 plates, okay, and you move the bushing inside. Remind to put some lube. It could be a good idea to put the bushing in the freezer the night before, okay. And in order to remove the old one, I simply use a punch like this one. I put here, okay, and I was able simply to hammer out the old ones. Okay, very easy to remove the old, quite easy to put the new one. You need to arrange something like that. Okay, you need an helper, however. This is the front one. This is a little tougher, honestly. This is the more complicated, also because there is an internal camera in which there is some oil. However, in order to remove it, I suggest you use a piece of pipe like this one, okay. Here the internal diameter is very important because it has to sit precisely in this way around the external bushing, okay, the external edge of the bushing. And just to let you know, this one is around okay, is something like 9 centimeters and 4 millimeters of internal diameter, okay. You push something like that. This one is 5 centimeters high. I suggest you buy something higher, like 10 centimeters, okay. Then you put a bar. Also this one is M12. You put you need on the other side, okay, you need something like that. This is a shim, okay, on the proper size. It has to sit here easily, in very precise way, and it has to be no bigger than this hole. this hole is something like, let me show you in a moment, sorry, this is around 40 millimeters, okay, 4 centimeters, so it has to be something a little smaller. Okay, you put this one in this way. Okay, on the other side, so you will be able to move out. You put this one. Also you need here another plate like the one you see before, and you move out. Okay, probably it would be happen something like what you see here. Okay, the center part is moving out, all entire place, and I suggest you pry up these little tabs, okay, just to make it move out easily. And then you need to cut, okay, this edge, and then using a chisel you cut till the end. Then it has no more capacity to stay in place, so you can easily move out using a pry bar or something like that. Okay, and in order to put the new one, you need to arrange for something like that. Okay, so as you see, this is a pipe, square pipe. Okay, let me give you some details. This is around 50 millimeters. Okay, so 50 for 50, and I make a hole like this one because the idea, as you see here, is to be able to pull exactly on the corner on these 4 tabs. Okay, also in this way you will be able to put, and what is important when you put in place the new part easily, you need a big shims or something like that that is a little bit higher in diameter of the hole that you have here, okay, that I told you before, the diameter. So this is the work. Now I'm going to degrease it and to paint with some black paint.